Hey, this is Marie Wilson, and here's a quick tutorial on how to play the passenger song Holes. Now, the original version is in C sharp minor, but I've actually bumped it up a few notches to make it more comfortable for my vocal range. So I'll be playing it today in E minor. So the start of the song has that little percussive intro. All you need to do is just very lightly hold your fingers over the strings. Right, so it's just a nice percussive start to the song, and then we go straight into the intro. So the chords over the intro are E minor, a D with an F sharp bass. So what you need to do is bring your thumb over the top of the strings and hold down the E string on the second fret, and that will give you an F sharp note, and that's our basis for this intro, because you'll notice it goes. That's essentially the bass notes that you'll be playing, and so we'll be playing them with an open string E. Bring your thumb over for the D sharp over the top of the for the F sharp over the top of the D, and then up to the G. So from the top with the percussive intro. So E minor, D, G, E minor, D with the F sharp bass. So coming into the first verse, it's exactly the same chords as in the intro. So we're just over the top of our E minor, D with the F sharp bass, and up to the G. I know a man with nothing in his hands, nothing but a rolling stone. Told me about when his house burned down and he lost everything he owned. So we just repeat that again. E minor, D, G. Wanna ask his mother to choose. When he woke up with nothing, said it takes something. You got nothing to lose. Alright, so that just comes out, basically it's just the E minor, D with the F sharp bass, up to the G, from the intro right through to the end of that first verse. And then we get into the chorus. So as we go into the first chorus, we're going from our verse progression into a C. Now I got a hole in my pocket, a hole in my shirt. So we go from a C in my pocket to a G, hole in my shirt, up to a D. A whole lot of trouble instead. Up back to the G. So we've gone C, G, D, G. And now the money is gone, which is C again, and life carries on, and I miss it like a hole in the head, which is back to the G. So that progression there is just C, G, D, G, C, G, D, G. And I'm missing, now the money is gone and life carries on, and I miss it like a hole in the head. Oh no. And then we go back into our intro progression. Oh no. We repeat that 4 times. Now on the 4th one, there's just a little cool thing that he does coming out of that progression and into the second verse. All the strumming so far has been very, very straight. So on the last one, so there's just a few little accents on the offbeats just for that last one. Have a listen to it and pick it up, because it's a cool little thing coming into the second verse, because otherwise the song can be a little bit samey all the way through. So little things like that, really when you get inside a song, they can make those little differences. So coming out of that section, then we go back into our E minor progression for the second verse. I won't go all the way through it because it's exactly the same as the first verse, just the lyrics change. So coming out of that, we go back into, now he left a hole in my heart, to the C, to the G, hole on the side of the bed. Well, now that he's gone, my life carries on, and I seem like a hole in the head. Pause on that G, and then we're going back into a C. And with these, don't be scared to just let the guitar ring out and let the vocals come in, because it's I think what's most important here is the message, and it's that beautiful melody. Well, sometimes you can't change, so we go from a C to a G, and you can't choose up to a D. Back to the C. And sometimes it seems you gain to the G, less than you lose. Now we go into our, I guess we would call this the outro. And this is very much a build-up thing. So we start on the A minor, go to the A minor. So, well, we got holes in our hearts. So it goes from an A minor to a C. And again, just don't be scared to let these just ring out, because this is going to do a nice gradual build-up. And to the very end when we can sort of let it go, and then we come back down again. So, but we start really quietly. Holes in our hearts to the C. Yeah, we got holes to the G, in our lives to the D. Where we got holes, A minor, we got holes to the C, but we carry on. Say we got holes in our hearts, yeah, we got holes in our lives. Where we got holes, A minor, to the C, and to the G. Alright, so now we start. The melody starts rising up here. So, yeah, we got holes, A minor, in our hearts to say we got holes in our lives. Where we got holes to the sea, carry on. Alright, really start building it up here. Where we got holes, A minor, in our hearts. We got holes in our lives. We got holes, but we carry on now. Really build up. Yeah, we got holes in our hearts. We got holes in our lives. We got holes, but we carry on now. Keep going. Yeah, we got holes in our hearts. We got holes in our lives. We got holes, but we carry on now. And bring it back down. Say we got holes in our hearts, A minor to C. Yeah, we got holes, G up to the D, in our lives. Where we got holes. And then we're going to finish on a G. But we carry on. So there we go. That's the Passenger song, Holes. It's quite a simple song to play. So play around with the dynamics, and don't be scared to bring it right down and let the melody just come right in it over the top of the guitar. It's a beautiful song, and I hope you enjoy the lesson and enjoy singing it as well. Feel free to ask any questions, leave a comment, and I'd love you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Marie Wilson Music, and also check out my Facebook page at Marie Wilson Australia. Until next time, see you later.